Hi everyone, today's video is going to be one that I've kind of seen circulating. I don't know if it's like super popular, but I think it's really interesting, so I wanted to make one. And it's a full face one palette. Now if you've watched some of my palette reviews, then you know that I try to actually do that. I try to use different colors in a palette all over my face to kind of see what happens. And today I'm going to do this tutorial because I don't have any makeup on. This is just Becky. Using the Tarteist Pro palette. This is a permanent collection. I believe it's $53. I think it's $53. John got it for me for Christmas last year. John's my boyfriend. And here it is. So it's got a variety of colors. It's super metallic and reflective. So it's got 16 mattes and 4 shimmers. So we're going to just try it. I don't have anything on my face right now. I haven't watched these videos. Oh, smeared my nail polish. I have on Christmas nail polish. I just did it, so I know it's kind of janky around the edges, but I wanted to wear Christmas nail polish. So, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer, which it slightly neutralizes. It's almost out. It doesn't really do that much as far as the neutralizing goes, but that's okay. It just will help it stick. I always use an eyelid primer. So, then I'm just going to blend that in. I also did not wash my brushes. I've been trying to wash them like almost every day. It just hasn't happened in the past few days. I've been working a ton. My thesis for my master's degree is due in like 3 weeks. So I've kind of been in crazy mode. Hold on, let me pour. I have a cute little mug. Isn't that cute? My mom got it for me. And this is where I put my dirty brushes. So I'm just going to dump those out. Put them back on my face. I washed them like 2 or 3 days ago. So they're not like, oh, I haven't washed these in like 6 months. So I'm going to take this first. I'm going to grab a smaller palette. So that, I really like this Stila palette. I don't really like the palette. I like this palette for its mirror. This does have a mirror, and it's a very good mirror, but it's just hard to like hold it because of the size. So I'm going to grab this. So we're going to start with eyes. I always start with eyeshadow. I get questions about that. It's just for fallout reasons. I think I'm going to take the shade Chic. Ow! 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 Don't hold it hurt. I'm going to take this shade Chic and put it, maybe I am going to use this palette. I don't know. Yeah. And put it as a transition shade. That's pretty. I love this palette. I hope you can see that it does have some use out of it. I don't know. I've been panning a lot lately and trying to just really get a lot of use out of my palettes, or my makeup collection in general, but palettes specifically as well, because I just have so many, and I just realized that so many look brand new still. Even ones that I love, it's just because when you buy so much, it's like, oh, cool, I bought some, I love it, now I'm going to go on to the next thing. So that blended really nicely. I'm going to take this Chella Ivory highlighter. Sorry, I think I have allergies. And I'm going to put that right in the inner corner and then down the lower lash line. I like to do this so it'll help the shadow that's down there stay. I'm going to put it in my inner rim, or in my waterline as well. There we go. Just to give those shadows a little bit of a base. Oh, this is my Bugashis blending brush. I use the same brushes in all of my tutorials. Or Get Ready With Me's, really. I'm not a makeup artist. And then I'm going to take that same shade and move it down. I also have a blending shade down there. Alright. I'm thinking I want to use this edgy shade. I'm going to a bacon festival today. I don't know if I told y'all that already. So, that's what I want to use. So, what are we going to use as the crease shade? Do we want purple? I don't know if that really matches. That's kind of weird. I never realized that none of these really match that shade. Like, it's a beautiful shade. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I really want to use Mod. I love Mod. I don't know what we're going to do today. This is just a crown brush. I'm going to put that in my crease. I like really blended out looks. I recently did a get ready with me using products I hate. I'll link that below, as well as just my whole get ready with me playlist in case you want to see other looks I created. I don't do these videos super duper often because I feel like they're super long and some people don't like that. I don't mind watching a long video, but I know some people don't like that. So there we go. It's kind of, it needs to blend it out a little bit more out there. But I don't remember what I was talking about just making that video. I don't remember. There was a reason. Alright. I really like this palette, y'all. I think part of it, the reason I like it, honestly, is because John gave it to me. And when John, what I mean is that John paid for it, I picked it out online. Because my family does not ever buy me makeup, which is fine. They buy, that's, who's like a brat. It's not like, oh, I never give presents to my family. That's not true at all. They just don't really buy me makeup. And I think part of that is because I have so much and they don't know what to buy me. So John and I went online and he's like, all right, pick something out and I'll buy it for you. I'm going to go into with the shade Drama right there, and I'm going to put that in my crease. With this was a brush that came with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Miami palette. I'm going to just put that right in my crease. These just blend so nicely. I love pink eyeshadow. I don't know, no, I say that a lot. But if you're new here, you didn't know that. I love pink eyeshadow. I know that a lot of people say it's not the most flattering. It can make you look sick and tired. Which, I'm tired all the time. But that's okay. You know. That's life. Sometimes. You have ebbs and flows of tiredness. And I'm finishing up my thesis right now. I'm getting a marine biology master's degree. Which is so much fun. But so much hard work. It's not blended very well. I'm going to take the other side of this and just use it to blend that out. Isn't that pretty? Alright. Now, I'm going to just use the edgy shade. Whatever. I'm just going to do it. I don't know if it really goes with this like pinky purple look. Probably not. Edgy is this duochrome shade. Technically, I think they say that all four of these are duochrome. That's not true. Only this edgy shade really is. And it's that duochrome that a lot of people do. That like brownie green one. Look at that. That's so pretty. I think these, I like duochrome shadows, and I think they're really pretty, but I think they look kind of strange on the eyes, if we're being honest. Like, I don't know. I don't know how much I actually love the look of them on the face, but I really like the idea of them. And I don't think I fly that way with every duochrome shadow, but just this kind, which is honestly the most popular. Alright. That's pretty. And what am I going to put on my lower lash line? I got these brushes. They're called My Beauty Spot. My grandmother got these for me. On my lower lash line, I'm going to take more of that Mod shade because it's probably my favorite shade in this palette. I don't know if I would say that, but it's the shade that my eyes are drawn to the most. And I'm just going to use that right there. Just under my lash line. But if you can find these, they're really actually pretty good, I think. There we go. I need some liner. Now, I'm going to try this and we'll see how it works. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to put other liner over it. I'm going to take my Luxie Beauty brush, liner brush, and go into the shade Punk. And just try to line. I'm going to need to get closer. I'm going to grab this Stilo palette. And try to line my lashes with that. Yeah, that shows up. That shows up quite nicely, actually. Cool beans. Come on. There we go. We're just gonna bring it all the way in. I like that a lot. I think that's really pretty. Cool. Now we need a brow bone highlight. Where's my little... what shade are we gonna use? Let's use Vintage. Right there. We're gonna have to do some mixing really soon because I realized there's not a lot of there's not a light shimmery shade like a white or like a champagne. So I like a very highlighted inner corner. I use this little brush I got in my Urban Decay Electric palette, and let's look at this Glam shade. This is the lightest one. That might work. Let's try just that in my inner corner, okay? It's okay. I'm going to put some Classic, which is this like yellow toned white shade, or cream shade, I guess. I'm going to mix that with Glam. Yeah, that brightens it up a good bit, actually. There we go. So Classic and Glam. And I put that right there. I think it needs a little more Classic. I know that some people think like a overdone inner corner like makes your eyes look droopy or whatever. And I do have small eyes. I'll be the first to admit it. But I just like the way it looks. So there's that. We'll take this Clinique Lash Power Flutter-to-Full mascara. Y'all, I swear this does not come off my lashes. It doesn't claim to be waterproof. Oh, mansers. Oh, mansers. Come on. There we go. It doesn't claim to be waterproof or water resistant, but I have not found a single cleanser or cleansing. I've used a cleansing micellar water. I've used an oil. I've used a cream cleanser. Nothing gets this off. And I don't, like, I know everyone says that, like, the benefit they're real is impossible to get off. But, I mean, I never really have an issue. Alright, and so that's, like, the lengthening side. Now we're going to go into the, what do you call it? Like, volumizing side. This is not my favorite mascara. I'm really intrigued in starting to use false lashes. Like, I know that's a thing. Hold on, someone just talked. Oh, it's cool. Sorry, so my friend that I'm meeting with just texted me. So, if you didn't know, Fitbits, that's on my wrist. And I've done a whole review of it. I'll link that below in case you're interested in a Fitbit. But you can get your messages to your phone. I really like that, especially because my, like, day job, if you will, like my job that helps me pay my bills, one of them, I have 3, is I'm a lifeguard. And so when you're in the stand, you can't have your phone, obviously. But then I see that. So, that's that. Now we need something in the brows. I'm going to take my Brow Gel brush. Let's try this shade Edgy. I'm afraid it's going to be a little warm toned. But we'll try it. Alright. It's a little warm. It's not horrible. I'm not the best at doing my brows, y'all. I'll admit that. I can claim that. I don't know. I feel like I have relatively decent brows on their own. Like, I'm really happy just getting like a tinted brow gel, running that through it, and going. Honestly. I'm probably gonna put a brow gel on just so it stays. Let's spoolie that out. Just to kind of more evenly distribute that product. That's not horrible. I mean, it's a little severe. It's not horrible. I can live with that. And this edgy shade, in case y'all are interested, is part of my, one of my project pans. Because like I was saying at the beginning of the video, I've really been what am I doing up here? Like, what is happening? What if I just left them like that? Isn't that a thing? Feather brows? Wasn't that a trend? Have y'all seen this new trend? I don't know. I've seen it on Instagram the past couple of days. This like curly brow, like doing a swirly line. I'm not about that, y'all. I don't know. I mean, and now it's like on your lip line as well. Like, hey, I just want to be like, did y'all watch Roly Poly Oly? Was that what it was called? It was on Disney Channel when I was growing up. Roly Poly Oly. He's small and squirting around. I feel like that's something that they would do in that world because, like, everyone's circle. Except for Billy, his best friend. That always kind of bothered me. His best friend was a square. Like, not like he was lame. I'm going to use the Ulta Brow Gel. It's clear. But just to set that in place. But the world that they lived in was called Curves and Swerves. So this poor little man, like this little box family, lived in a world called Curves and Swerves. That doesn't seem very nice. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. But anyway, all the curves and swerves reminds me of Roly Poly Oly. I was a Disney kid. You probably know that because I'm like freaking out about going to Disney World in just over 2 months now. Today is September 2nd, and our first day at Disney, or our first night in the hotel, is November 10th. So excited. This is MAC Strobe Cream. Obviously, you can't use, like, I need my cream products, like foundation and stuff. I can't really use a powder palette as foundation. I might try to use it to set my face. We'll see what happens with that. Alright. So, that's that. Garnier BB cream. I'm so close to finishing this. Oh, is it gone? No. Do y'all see how I have to use it? I'm just gonna... It's almost gone, y'all. That's exciting. This is another project pan. Isn't that pretty? My favorite thing to do, I'm sure a lot of people do this, like I'm not like super creative, is like when I'm getting ready, if we're going out or something, I'll be like, John, alright, pretty? And before I blended anything, he's like, yeah, you're so pretty, Becky. This gives decent coverage for a BB cream. It's not my favorite, and it doesn't, like, I'm not an oily person, but I'm very sweaty because it is September, and I live in Savannah, Georgia. I think it's like 88 degrees today, which is one of the coolest days it's been in a while. It definitely easily gets up to over 100. Let's see how that looks actually in person. This is the crown brush. Oh, it's not blended around my eyebrows very well. I don't really want a foundation line, especially at the Bacon Festival. Alright, we got that. Now, I'm going to take my concealer, which is honestly a little too dark to be using it under my eyes. I know that, but that's okay. Well, I'll use that on my face, and then under my eyes, I'm going to take this palette. It's the Measurable Difference palette. I really wish it had a mirror. That would make it a lot easier to use. What color are we going to use for under my eyes? We'll try ginger. Did that work? Yeah. I'm going to use the shade Ginger. Cool. I'm going to go back into that This is the Ivory Lace highlighter, and just draw it down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to use, this is the Covergirl and Olay Concealer Balm. And I'm going to use that to kind of spot conceal. I really don't have that many spots right now, which is always a good thing. Not complaining. So I'm going to go back into that crown brush and use it. I really, like, when these brushes became a thing, I thought they were so dumb. I'm not going to lie. I was like, why would anybody want a brush like that? But it gives such a nice finish to the face. Like, I actually really like it. Okay, and then I'm going to take this micro mini beauty blender. And I'm going to take the shade Classic on this Smashbox brush. Have it. And I'm going to blend out the under eye concealer and set it. I just got this in a Sephora Play. And it's kind of, I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of hard to hold. I'm going to just set, again with that shade Classic, all over the eyes. There we go. Oh, Manzers, I just went into the powder with this. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we're blending that foundation out, or that concealer out. There we go. Still have a little bit of eye bags, but the life of living, being a grad student. I'm going to go back into that shade Classic and just use it to kind of clean up the edge. This is what I like to do. I know that the tape method works, and if that's what you do, that's awesome. But for me, it's just a little severe. And so using a powder shadow like this to kind of clean it up, it's just a little more natural in my opinion. So now I've got to set my face. None of these shades really match me. Oh, that's way too dark. I'm going to try to mix Vintage and Classic and a tiniest bit of Bold. Whoa! Look at that! That actually kind of worked. So again, Vintage, Classic, a little bit of Bold. That worked. Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed with myself. Look at you, Becky. A makeup artist. Not really. Don't worry, I don't think I am. I'm sure, like, if a real makeup artist saw this video, she'd be like, girl, what the heck are you doing with yourself? But you know, I do what I can. There you go. My face is set. Oh, but it still feels kind of tacky, honestly. Okay. We're going to put, yeah, it's not feeling super set. But, you know, it's working. Oh no. Blend that out. What in the world? Oh, that's just my face. Don't worry, guys. That's just my face. So, there we go. That's the face done. I need a contour shade. I'm going to... What shade? I'm going to try this shade Indie. That looks like it might be a good contour. I'm going to put it on this Me brush. These shadows are pretty powdery, but they're really nice. That looks good as a contour. It always shows up, for whatever reason, so much more severe on camera than, like, in real life. It's like, oh, that's a really pretty, natural looking contour. It's blended super nice. Like, that's great. And then on camera, it's like, girl, you have a stripe on your face. Like, what are you doing? I don't. But you can see, again, I feel like this sounds super conceited, but, like, there's nothing there. Like, that's just what, like, in real life, you can see that I have a little bit of a contour naturally, but it doesn't look as severe as it does on camera. So, again, I'm going to go into that Indie shade and just kind of contour there. The shade works pretty well as a contour. looks on camera, but it looks good in real life. And then I'm going to take this brush and kind of go pinch it and go down the side of my face. I love my nose because I do have kind of a big nose. I'm going to take this big Eco Tools brush and just kind of go under my chin. I like to contour. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, look, I just lost 20 pounds. I wish. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. There you go. That's pretty. So, I want to bronze a little bit. I'm going to try the shade Bold. My hair's falling out. I'm not wearing it up for today, but I like to wear it up when I do my makeup. That gives you a little bit. And then just kind of, I like to bronze my chest area because I'm relatively pale. That's okay, especially on my chest because all of my, when I go out on the boat, I'm leaned over a lot, and that's where most of my tan comes from, is being on the boat because I have field days. That works. That's pretty. Alright, contour done. Now we need highlighter. I'm thinking I'm going to go in with a lot of classic and a touch of glam. Oh. I don't think I have enough glam. It's not doing much. A little more glam. There we go. That's really pretty. That works. That's a highlighter. It's very golden tone, but it's not too, I was afraid it was going to be too dark for my skin tone, because I am like a, I wouldn't call myself a fair person, but I would say I'm light. Alright. There it is. It needs to be blended a little better. Ooh, look at that. That's actually really pretty. I want to put a little more, lighten it up just a tad more. There we go. This is so much fun. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to take my Luxie Beauty blush brush. I'm going to try the shade Chic. Let's see how this works. I like a matte blush anyway. Go back into Chic. That's showing up really pretty. I'm going to go into Chic and then just a touch of Mod. I might make it way too dark. No, it doesn't. So there you go. There's my blush. That's pretty. So Chic, touch of Mod. There we go. Pretty. A little brown for what I would normally wear, but overall, that's really pretty. I'm gonna reverse lip line with Ozone from Urban Decay. Cool, cool, cool. What lip color? I love red lips, but that'd be a little much for today. What lip color? Maybe we'll go into this pink and then top it with a nude gloss. This is a Laqa & Co. Cheeky Lip, so you can use it on your cheeks or on your lips. I know people get mad when I use my screen as a mirror, but it's there. So there's that. That's a little much right now. So I'm going to take this Milani, it's the 3D Glitzy gloss. They don't make these anymore, unfortunately. But it's just like a shimmery kind of metallic nude gloss, and I actually really like it. And it's pretty pigmented. And that calms that down a lot, I think. So, doesn't this look just scream Bacon Festival to you? That's pretty. So, here's the final look. Let me take my hair down because this is, oh, my hair. I love my hair. I'm not going to lie. So, this is the final look. I used only this palette. That was so much fun, guys. I'm serious. I think it was like a challenging makeup challenge. That sounded really dumb. But it was really fun because it gets you out of your comfort zone. I think overall this is a really great look. Like, let me get you a little closer. I like the eyeshadow, obviously, because it is an eyeshadow palette. But I think my cheeks look nice. My face, I think it looks good. I think this is so much fun. If you want to see me do this with another palette, please let me know because I really liked this a lot. Yeah. It's fun. My brows don't look as bad as I thought they would. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you want to see me do this with another palette, let me know. Or any other video, I want to make videos you want to see. So if you want to see something, tell me down below. And also leave any other questions, requests, suggestions, comments, anything you want to say, leave it down below. I love speaking with y'all. It's one of my favorite things. I always reply back to comments, so go ahead and do that if you would like. And yeah, I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye. Oh man.